Hello, my name is Randy Robinson. I'm the National Sales Manager for Civicon. Today we're going to talk about crude oil trailers and some of the primary components used to load and unload this style trailer. Okay, so let's take a second now to talk about some of the differences between a crude oil trailer and a petroleum trailer. A crude oil trailer operates under pressure. Typically it's 25 psi. So the components that get mounted on a crude oil trailer are designed specifically to overcome that pressure so they can open and close the way they should. So let's take a brief second to talk about some of the differences of these components. It's important to have a vapor vent on a crude oil trailer that can overcome that tank pressure. One common mistake that people will make is they'll mount a vapor vent on that trailer that is not able to overcome that tank pressure, and it possibly may not open. So it's important to have a vent that's designed to operate with the pressure of a crude oil trailer. The man lid is also specifically designed to hold that pressure in during the loading and unloading. And the internal valve, they're a lot larger air cylinder, and it's designed, again, to make sure it can overcome that tank pressure so you can open the valve during loading and unloading. A crude oil trailer is loaded either through the top, through the manway, or it's bottom loaded either through an API or some other connection. For this demonstration, we're going to talk about bottom loading through an API. So let's talk about some of the primary components used to load a crude oil trailer. Crude oil is bottom loaded typically through a pump at the API. Product then flows through the API through an internal valve mounted at the belly of the tank. And of course the vapor vent mounted on top allows the tank to exhaust as it's being loaded. You also will typically have a control panel that will open your vents and your internal valves. So unloading a crude oil trailer. Again, you want to make sure that your vapor recovery, your vapor vent is open and your internal valves are open. That's going to be done with a control panel. So once you open your vent and your internal valve, the crude is going to be fed through the internal valve, through the API, and it's going to be pumped off to whatever unload site that they're going to. So that concludes a high-level overview of some of the core components of a crude oil trailer. Thanks.